is CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. And off the top, we begin with breaking news. The lockdown has been lifted after police investigate what they say is a hoax threat at Hialeah Senior High School. Chopper 4 was over the scene. This is along East 4th Avenue and 47th Street. You can see there was a heavy police presence outside the school. This was around noon. The investigation is ongoing. No word yet if any arrests have been made.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside, a beautiful shot. It is a chilly day across South Florida, and get ready because we could see those temperatures drop even more. Next Weather meteorologist Shane Hinton joins us now. And Shane, how cold are we talking here?
Oh, if you thought this morning was chilly, Naja, just wait till around Wednesday morning. Because we are seeing those temperatures drop further and further. It's certainly going to feel more like winter in South Florida. Right now, it is a pretty sunny, beautiful day. It is on the chillier side. 74 degrees in Miami doesn't sound bad. But when you factor in that wind from the north, it certainly has a little bit of a chill to it. Let's talk about that colder air all the way up to our north. This is going to continue filtering into Florida, and that's what's going to allow our temperatures to continue to drop throughout the next couple of days. So as I mentioned, that wind blowing in from the north, not the northeast. That slight change in direction plays a huge role in our weather. So 14-mile-per-hour winds in Fort Lauderdale, 15 in Homestead, 16 out in Key West. Now we're going to continue to see that northerly flow as we head through the evening, so it'll be a breezy and a chilly one. Grab the jacket if you are dining outdoors or if you have any outdoor plans. It's going to be another sunny and chilly day tomorrow. In fact, I think tomorrow will actually be our coolest afternoon, but it will not be our coolest morning. That will actually be Wednesday morning. After Wednesday morning, where we're going to be seeing temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s, we're going to see that wind shift from the northeast. That's going to bring milder conditions for the back half of our week and then into the weekend. Let's walk you through your evening. 70 degrees by around 6 o'clock, but notice those temperatures quickly tumble as we head into the nighttime hours, lower 60s by around 10 o'clock, and we don't stop there. In fact, take a look at your morning lows tomorrow. You'll be waking up around 55 in Miami. For perspective, this morning we woke up to 57, so we are slowly climbing down the ladder in regard to our morning lows. A bit milder, though, in Marathon and Key West, lower 60s for both of you fine folks. Now, those morning low temperatures, they bottom out on Wednesday morning with a low of 53 in Miami. Our normal low this time of the year is 66, so significantly below that threshold. I do see us maybe dropping into the upper 40s for some of our inland areas, so be mindful of that. The good news is we don't hold on to the chill for too long. We'll see those temperatures start to climb as we get closer and closer to the weekend. For the afternoon, this will be our coolest afternoon of the week. Tomorrow, I've got lower 70s for all of South Florida, even down in Marathon at 72. As we take a look at your marine conditions, it is a bit of a risk if you're going out there. Rip current is still high because of those blustery conditions from the north. Tomorrow, winds will be at about 10 to 15 miles per hour with a moderate UV index. Small craft advisory going to continue for tomorrow, not only in the Atlantic waters, but as you make your way down to the Keys as well. As we walk you through your 7-day forecast, plenty of sunshine to go around. Love that. Afternoon highs climb back into the lower 80s, maybe by the back half of the weekend. There's a bit of uncertainty in regards to cold fronts, but overall, I think we have a fairly quiet week ahead.
Looks like a nice 7 days. Thank you, Shane. In less than 24 hours, Miami-Dade commissioners could decide whether to keep an incinerator in Doral. As you might recall, it caught fire in 2023. Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine-Cava says she's not the only one who can defer the vote. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor reports from Doral.
Since President-elect Donald Trump's son Eric announced he is joining the fight, pushing to have the incinerator out of here, that seems to have changed the dynamics of the process. This Monday, while Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine-Cava attended an event at downtown Miami, she confirmed having had conversations with Eric Trump and stating his interest on having the incinerator away from its original location. Doral is the city where his father owns a golf course at the Trump National Doral Resort. Miami-Dade Mayor announced last week that building the incinerator at any of the other locations listed before would cost the county an additional $800 million. And for that reason, rebuilding it back in Doral was the best option. Coming up at 5 p.m., we have reaction from some of the people who live in one of those areas who were listed before as a possibility. How do they feel about having this discussion again and the Trump family involved in the process? We are in Doral. Ivan Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
In Hollywood, shots were fired after an anniversary party. Police say 2 people died and 2 others were hurt. It happened just after 1 in the morning Sunday. This is at J.C. Hall on Hollywood Boulevard. Police say there was a fight just before the shots were fired. Police say that there are several people of interest, but no one has been arrested at this point. We're going to have much more of this story coming up tonight on CBS News Miami at 5. Pompano Beach police are searching for a shooter. A man was shot and killed just before midnight. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner has the new developments on the investigation.
Neighbors tell me that there are parties out here behind me every single night, but still, they were surprised to hear that the latest one turned deadly.
Just before midnight, the Broward Sheriff's Office said shots were fired here on Avondale Drive in Pompano Beach, feet away from a Department of Corrections facility where a deputy told me people who have just been released from prison live and can leave for work. When deputies arrived on scene, they found a man who had been shot. The homicide unit then took over the investigation. A neighbor gave CBS Miami this surveillance video where you can see deputies using flashlights and searching for evidence. Well, neighbors did not want to talk on camera. A handful told us that people gather here just on the other side of the facility's fence on a nightly basis to hang out. They said inmates crawl through this hole in the fence to get out. Broward Sheriff's Office said the shooter or shooters ran away.
At this hour, BSO has not released the identity of the victim. They said if you have any information to please call Broward County Crime Stoppers. You can report a tip anonymously. That number is 954-493-TIPS. In Pompano, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
Cyber Monday is officially in full swing. What security experts are urging shoppers to watch for when we come back. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. President Biden has changed his mind and has pardoned his son Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden will not face jail time for federal gun and tax charges. CBS News Miami's Natalie Brandt has more details from the White House.
During a holiday event at the White House, First Lady Jill Biden briefly addressed the pardon of Hunter Biden. In a statement released Sunday night, President Biden granted his son a full and unconditional pardon, clearing him of all crimes he has committed or may have committed from January 1st, 2014 to December 1st, 2024. It comes as Hunter Biden was set to be sentenced this month and could have faced years in prison after being convicted of felony gun charges and pleading guilty to federal tax fraud.
It's about as broad as any pardon that I am aware of.
American University professor Jeffrey Crouch, an expert on presidential pardons, compared it to the pardon President Nixon received.
This marks the first time a president's child has been pardoned. President Biden had previously said multiple times he would not pardon his son.
Biden was willing to cross the line that he wasn't willing to cross up until yesterday.
Crouch also said the move could lead to more controversial pardons under the next administration. President-elect Trump called it, quote, an abuse of justice, and added, does the pardon given by Joe to Hunter Biden include the January 6th hostages who have now been imprisoned for years? Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Now to a consumer alert. The National Retail Federation predicts around 72 million Americans will shop on Cyber Monday. If you are one of those people, you can expect some deals. CBS News Miami's Christine Lazar reports.
Packages are on the move at Amazon and other retailers as Cyber Monday is gearing up to hit a record. Adobe predicts Americans will spend just over $13 billion, up 6% from 2023. New mom Audrey Pardo prefers shopping online instead of in-store.
I'm much more online than I am in person nowadays, so I see the online sales quicker than I see them in store.
And retailers are offering plenty of sales and deals.
On Cyber Monday, we're expecting prices and products to be as low as 30% discounted.
Eric Matisoff is an analytics expert with Adobe and says some of the biggest discounts will be for electronics and apparel.
I think consumers are savvy. They're finding new ways to make purchases that provide them value while getting a good discount as well.
For many shoppers, that includes getting help from artificial intelligence.
I use AI with the generators and stuff for ideas, so like that ChatGPT.
ChatGPT will offer a range of gift-giving possibilities. Other platforms can take shoppers direct to retailer sites.
We're actually seeing across all of our data, across every sector, we're seeing that more and more people are finding websites through generative AI technology.
Whether you're using AI or a classic search engine, remember, Christmas is only about 3 weeks away.
If you're shopping online, you want to make sure to double check all of those delivery dates so you avoid any last-minute stress.
And make sure those gifts get to their destination on time. Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And with Cyber Monday in full swing, security experts are warning that while shoppers are scouring the internet searching for those good deals, scammers are lurking in online shadows. The FBI reports that in 2022, more than 12,000 people said that they were the victims of holiday shopping scams. That resulted in at least $73 million in losses for consumers. The government's cybersecurity chief had some tips on how shoppers can protect themselves.
So install your updates, right? All those devices where you see those annoying, you must update. What that's all about is security. And so what you need to do, update your devices to the latest protection and turn on your automatic updates. That way you don't have to do that. It'll just do it overnight.
Great advice. And in addition to updating software before shopping, experts advise using strong passwords and make sure that you are using secure Wi-Fi. That's really important. And that's your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a wonderful day.